Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things already rolling. It's a threatening ball. He's having a shot! What a wonderful goal!
Can you think of a better way to have started this game? Talk about how to stamp your authority on things. You've just seen it. Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
So, a breakthrough already. It's a pretty loose pass. And the counter is on. And here's Dybala. They've got to be quick to recover this. Solanke.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now that's well seen too. Lens leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Now he's running away. Takes a shot! And it's in! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So they have it all to do again.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
So what can they make of this? Not the most accurate pass. Up towards the front line. O'Brien kept his eye on it, and he's there. Aimed beyond the defence. He'll try from distance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. And he shoots! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Lens are looking to go forward now. Scott. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And Dybala! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
It's their second corner of the game. And it's hoisted clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Muriel, and he's lost his man here. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. And they've got rid. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Solanke. Solanke! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Struck first time. Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, it wasn't the worst decision, really. He certainly had enough belief to take it on.
Tries a shot! Goal! Lens! And again they hit the front. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Lens have their lead. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now it's Solanke. Luis Muriel.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Oh, that's nice. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Lens heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Luis Muriel. Well, that pass isn't the best. Tries to thread one through. No luck with that dink over the top.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Knocks it out wide. And he's gone looking for safety. Looking to play him in. Just the keeper in, and the shot! It's loose. Oh, it's fallen loose again! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Oh, this looks sharp. Lefebvre. And the referee says that is that for the first half. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Lens are leading by one in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time.
Changement.
So, into the second half. He won't be happy with that one. Always onto this. And that should get the job done. Marlen. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Oh, that's a fine interception. And there's his chance to lead the counter. He's a sharp little ball here. Can he get it through? Great ball, and he's in here. Great chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
So, third corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Dybala. And it's... Can he finish? Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So their fourth corner of the game. Solanke is there and he can get that clear. Lens have the chance to go the other way. Oh, he's been caught napping. He's in a great position here. He's in! And Solanke! It's a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
The pass has gone astray. So we've reached the hour mark.
Spectateurs pour ce match, 28 599.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Ambitious ball here. That is ended up in no man's land. This is a promising build-up. He's having a hit! Good try, very good try, in fact.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Changement pour Lens. Le numéro 19.
So changes afoot here, and from both
Le
sides.
numéro 21. Changement en cours.
Marlen. Lens perhaps contemplating their next change here. Perilously close. No way through. And he's being shifted off it. Shooting chance! Mighty close.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Nicely weighted ball. Muslera claims comfortably.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now who's going to be first to this? Pass somewhat off target. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Pellegrini, and the shot! And he's there to get it away. Luis Muriel.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Nice interception, well timed.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he cuts out the supply. That's really well cleared. And he's managed to get rid and reclaimed it in a trice. And he stands tall, impenetrable. That has been cut short. And he thumps it clear. And it's Pellegrini. Now, can they get him away? And that's a simple one for the keeper. Lobotka, and that's really well manoeuvred. Pellegrini. Marlen. Knocks it into space. Big chance! Keep trying, and eventually it might come off.
Roma really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Decent chance! Wonderful! What a goal! A finish right from the top draw. Deep, deep into injury time. You just know there is no stopping that.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
A shift in momentum, perhaps. Pellegrini. Well, that has not gone well. Now it's Tadic. He's on it. Can he get away?
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling it.
Oh, relief! Relief at last, the final whistle. Lens pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed.
Chers spectateurs,
The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.